This video is for you if you're looking for the safest, simplest, and fastest way to make gold in Sea of Thieves in 2024. A strategy that lets you completely avoid other players and pretty much just turn your brain off and farm gold. I do want to be transparent that there is faster ways to make gold, but they are all much riskier and more complicated. Let's get started. First up, you're going to need to grab a Gold Hoarder's Emissary flag and head over to either the Gold Hoarder's NPC or the shipwright if you have a captain ship to buy some Gold Hoarder's Vault voyages. The higher the level, the better. I know, it's not any crazy new information, but I'm here to explain how it works for anyone who might not know, talk about why it's so safe, why you should do this method, and how to do it efficiently. The reason this strategy is incredibly safe and profitable is the fact that the only loot that you can get from the Gold Hoarder's vaults is treasure that is all considered Gold Hoarder's type loot. This makes it so that the Gold Hoarder's Emissary flag will give you extra gold for every single treasure that you get from these voyages. This makes it so that you won't have to use the Reaper's Emissary flag in order to get the bonus for all of the various treasures that you'd end up getting from other activities, which would be significantly more dangerous and risky to use since you'd be putting your location on the map for everyone to see. Doing these regular Gold Hoarder vaults will also be safer than doing the Ashen variant in Devil's Roar because you won't have to worry about the environmental hazards like the volcanoes, or the annoyance of earthquakes and terribly located vaults that are much deeper into the islands. Normal vaults are all located relatively close to where your ship can be, so it's much safer. If anything happens, you can respond much faster, as well as not having to move the loot as far. The only other very important factor in this strategy to make sure you make gold as fast as possible is to make sure that your Gold Hoarder's Emissary is maxed out at level 5 when you decide to sell, so that you get the highest possible gold multiplier. In this section of the video, I'm going to be doing a rundown of how this voyage works for anyone who might not know, as well as including a few tips and tricks that I've learned through my time playing the game to help you do it efficiently and safely. Once you vote for the voyage, you'll be given a compass. This compass will point in a general direction that faces an island that will have a hint on it. As you approach the correct island, the compass will become more precise and bring you to the exact location of the hint. The hints will slowly unveil sections of the quest map until you can finally see the X marks the spot to find the dig spot location. Once you find this, you'll no longer need to follow the compass because you will already know where the key is located. During this first stage, there's a couple things I'd recommend doing to speed things along. If you're playing with other players, I'd suggest not stopping when you get to the correct island for the hint. Have one player jump off to go grab it and immediately start sailing to the next one. There isn't a very large chance that the hints that you're digging up at first will be the correct one, and shaving off that few minutes of waiting here and there will make a big difference, especially if you're doing this voyage multiple times to farm gold. After completing the key stages, there's really two ways that you can go about this, and it really depends on what you feel more comfortable with. You can either farm the start of the voyage over and over and stack up vault keys, or you can do them one by one and finish the vaults. The benefit of stacking up keys is that if you get keys for the same vault location, you can immediately refresh the vault without having to sail over to another island to unlock another one. Regardless of what you choose to do, once you are ready to open some vaults and sail over to the vault location, I highly recommend aiming your cannon straight up into the air and firing yourself out of it so you can see much further and take a look around. Make sure that there is nothing that could threaten your ship in the next couple of minutes while you're down in the vault collecting all the treasure. If you're playing with a larger crew, it can be very easy to just have one person be a lookout while the others collect all the loot and get it to the ship. I also highly recommend using the one coin strat in order to speed up the puzzle to get the tribute chest faster, so that you can focus most of your attention on getting everything else out. I actually made an entire video about this if you're curious about how it works, and I'll leave that in the description for you. But that pretty much covers everything. Just rinse and repeat until you're at your desired gold amount. Easy, simple, safe.